I knew this time was coming. And we have, as a world, have never been here before. And so is it a spooky time? Damn yeah. It is probably the most dangerous time ever, 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 ever. There's nothing to compare it to because there's never been a world economy before. For example, 100 years ago, if there was a stock market crash in England, it didn't affect anybody. But now the US market goes down, the world goes down. I'm excited about it because I make more money in crashes than I do when they go up. So, but for the average person, they'll get wiped out. I'm afraid at the worst, I hope I'm wrong, but I think we're heading for a global depression.
Global depression?
Yeah.
What does that look like?
Depression. I mean, people are depressed. The economy stays down, it's hard to come back up. And now the good news is that for those who are prepared for it, like you and things like this, you'll do better. See, not everybody dies in a plane crash, some plane crashes. But the last crash in 2008, I was on Wolf Blitzer's program 6 months before Lehman Brothers went down. And I said Lehman was going down. And nobody listened, but it went down. And so I've been expecting this market to go down for quite a while. And I'm concerned about my fellow human beings. But as you know, most Americans are clueless. They don't know what's going on. But if you travel the world, I just got back from Africa, China, and Japan, and New Zealand. People are scared. Australia hasn't had a recession in 30 years. It's in recession. I'd be afraid if I had kids.
You'd be afraid about having kids to be?
If I had kids, no. I think as an adult you can go hungry, but you don't want to see your kids go hungry, and that's what's going to happen.
You think it's going to get that bad?
The best time to start a business is right after a crash. I made more money after 2008 than ever in my whole entire life because everybody was hiding like little cockroaches.
Wow, you made more money after 2008 than your entire life.
Yeah, so when, here I'm talking about the coming depression, everybody says, oh, you're such a pessimist, I'm going, no, I'm excited. I get sexually stimulated thinking about all the bargains that are going to be on the street, I mean, it's going to be bargains everywhere. But everybody else, oh, you're pessimistic. No, I'm actually optimistic. I own businesses. So the Rich Dad Company does better in a crash. And apartment houses, they always do well because people have to have someplace to live. And I own oil wells because people are always burning oil. So I always protect my assets that they're crash proof. My first investment was a gold coin in Hong Kong. I bought a Krugerrand. I was flying off an aircraft carrier in Vietnam, and I went to Hong Kong and I bought a gold Krugerrand. The date was 1972. The reason the date's important is because in 1972 it was illegal for Americans to own gold. So I had to smuggle that little puppy into America. I put it in my pocket, came off the ship, and nobody checked, But I felt like a criminal as I smuggled this gold coin because it was illegal for Americans to own gold after 1933 under Roosevelt. But that gold coin today is worth almost $2,000.
The one gold coin?
Yeah, and I still have it. So
What'd you pay for it?
$50.
$50 to $2,000. 1972?
Yeah. He says anything that's been new in the last 20 years will be gone in 20 years. What's going to survive is old. So everybody thinks, well, technology is going to make it. What survived is old. So the reason gold and silver will survive is because it's old. Bitcoin may not survive because it's new. So I'm not telling you what to buy. I'm just telling you how to think. So Nassim Taleb has a book called Anti-Fragile, which is good.
Excellent read.
It's fantastic. He's a smart guy.
Oh, yeah.
But he writes about, how we have in school today, we're raising snowflakes. You have to have safe rooms. You can't trigger, you can't say anything, So we're raising a bunch of snowflakes. And he says the guy that's going to survive is somebody who's not fragile, anti-fragile. So what he says is this: whatever doesn't kill you will make you stronger. So he says when you go to the gym and you pump weights, you push 100 pounds, that means the next time you push, you might go 105. So bad times will make the strong. And bad times will make the snowflakes
weaker.
So the thing is, as my Mexican friends would say, get some cojones, get some balls out there and get ready for whatever is coming. Don't run and hide and say, oh, Trump should have saved me or Bernie's going to save me. So the big thing is this anti-fragile is good, but another thing they should know is the bigger something gets, i.e. our banks, the more fragile.
So the too big to fail companies are?
More fragile.
More fragile.
More fragile.
More fragile.
And the companies that will survive are like our companies because we're small. So just know that those who are in big companies who think they're safe might be at the most at risk. You know, if you're working for Bank of America or Wells Fargo, you might be at risk.
So you would position yourself more with startups than the bigger companies.
Small company. I don't trust the dollar. So for most of my life, I've saved gold and silver and not ETFs. I stay completely out of, I know that's your world, but my world is completely into the hard assets. So I have millions in gold coins and silver coins. I just kept saving it because I don't trust the dollar. So everybody can buy a silver coin today for $20. A silver eagle is $20. But how many people will go to a coin shop and buy it? Probably none. Less than 1/10% of Americans own precious metals. And silver today is 50% below its all-time high. So silver is the biggest bargain sitting in the market as we speak today. What do they teach you about money? Everybody knows in 1971, Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard. And what does that mean? Fake money. That's why I got fake money, fake teachers, fake assets. As soon as they could print money, anytime throughout history, they printed money, the money disappeared. It went broke. Every country that printed money went broke. We're going broke. U.S. is going down. Japan is going down. Europe's going down. South America is going down. Mexico's in serious trouble. Look at Venezuela, the richest oil country in the world. They're going down. Zimbabwe going down because we're run by these kleptomaniacs or something called politicians. Same as who stole my pension. The same guys that robbed the world are robbing their pensions. Highly educated elites. I went to Harvard, went to Yale, I went to MIT. I'm smarter than you. I know everything. Let me take your money. That's where we are today. They're all poor dads who think they're smart. You meet guys like that, right? They got their PhD. They think they're smarter than Jesus. You know, they make me nauseous. Don't change the world. Change yourself. That's what I say to every person out there. Now, if you don't know anybody, let's say you're an employee of Google, you're screwed. You don't know anything. Who's your accountant? Who's your attorney? Can you read a financial? Do you know how to trade a stock? Do you know how to short a stock? No, but my team can. So smaller is better at this point in time. See, I'm not in the stock market, so I'm not the guy to ask. And I just don't trust the market because it's so manipulated. I mean, I'm not saying, that book on fake money, fake teachers, fake assets, the Dow. This book, Who Stole My Pension, I write about what is America's #1 export. Do you know what it is? Toxic assets. 2008 was Wall Street.
Toxic assets. Toxic assets.
CDOs, MBSs.
Yes.
Derivatives. And so what is it today? Wall Street just looted the pensions. So this book, Who Stole My Pension, it's like I said, my co-author is an SEC attorney. And he got sick and tired of seeing all these bankers loot the pensions and get paid bonuses.